All right. Hi, guys. We're doing our Monday mindset call on the last day of the month, which is kind of cool. Normally, I have exactly what I want to talk about, and today I kind of just want to see where you guys are at and kind of like check in. And if there's anything that we can help with, we can talk about that. Did I give homework last time? Now I can't remember what the homework was. I feel like a month went by in the last week.
Am I still on mute? Oh, here.
No, you're unmuted.
Um, we talked about resilience,
That's
capacity to
right.
withstand, and recognizing from difficulties.
Hmm.
And so our homework was figure out your why to adapt and perceive what is your activity to stay on track and that sort of thing.
That's right. Did that come up for anybody this week? Resiliency and think about your why. Anybody want to share?
Be honest, I didn't even watch the replay.
That's okay. You were at Disney World. You have a free pass. Hey, Mom.
Hi,
So
Mom.
this week with resiliency and why I a lot happened in the last week. Like I have been in I'll just share with you guys openly. I've been in a funk business wise, like the sales just haven't been really rolling in. I haven't had any sponsoring conversations. Like I've been going live every day. But I haven't been going live with LeBri every time, and it's just been kind of just like not a priority. And I sat with myself the other day reflecting, and I'm like, okay, why am I doing this? I do this because I love helping people. I do this because I love having income that's tied to the effort and joy that I put in, and not, swiping a time card and working for somebody else. And I love that freedom of I'm my own boss, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, what do I love to do? I love working social media. I love not having to go to a certain place at a certain time. I just want to work from anywhere. So I took videos and pictures of the stock that I had at my house. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was enough. I had like one cleanser of each. I had a couple moisturizers. I had a couple masks. It wasn't an insane amount of stock, but it was a stock. And I posted, I'm having a stock sale, no tax, no shipping. And if there's three or more of something, it's 20% off. And I had 24 orders, you guys. 24 people saw sale. It wasn't even that big of a sale, like $8, $4 or $5 worth of tax. It's not that big of a sale, but people saw the sense of urgency, and I was enjoying it. When you show up and you're having fun, that really shows. And some of the orders were small. They were one or two products, but I had a couple people place over 100, close to $200 orders, and I reached out to people that I hadn't ordered in a while, who had show IDs open that weren't qualified yet. Um, and so I guess what I'm trying to share is, like, you have to keep your why in front of you, and you have to do things that you enjoy doing. Because if you hate working on social media and you're always telling yourself, I should be posting more, I should be doing this more, but you don't actually enjoy it, then don't do it. If you really enjoy parties, like you really enjoy people and being together and cooking food or getting together for meals, like you should be doing more of that and sharing LeBri. Last week, I got a phone call, and I haven't her face popped up on my screen and her name, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have not talked to this lady in at least a year or two. Haven't seen her since I met her when I was pregnant with Xander, so 5.5 years ago. And she said, Melissa, I'm not getting any younger and I want a makeover. And I said, great. I can come to you or you can come to me, but I'll tell you what, if you come to me, it's more likely I'll have everything for you to try. I'm worried if I come to you, I might not have everything on hand. She goes, don't worry, I'll come to you. So she came to my house today. We made this appointment. Making appointments is really fun, you guys, especially one-on-ones. I've never had a one-on-one where somebody didn't buy something. most one-on-ones sign up because they want the discount. But anyway, she came over. She said, I'm not getting any younger. So I showed her the anti-aging set and I said, let's start here. And if you want to do less, do less. And she goes, well, I don't even wash my face right now. I'm like, okay, we're doing less. She's not going to follow like an 8-step routine. She said, well, what I really want is makeup. I want to be able to put makeup on. I want my skin hydrated. So we spent about an hour looking through the skincare products and the makeup products. And I said, well, like right now we're looking about $400. Like everything we had tried on the table, she's like, okay, this is what I want. I'm like, well, that's about $400 right there. Or we can get the starter kit. It's $99. It'll activate a discount and you can get the little group of makeup over here for 30% off. And that's what we did. We did that today. And I love doing that. I love doing one-on-ones. So that's my little share about resiliency and the ability to overcome when things get hard. That's what I did. I said, what do I like to do? I love social media and I love one-on-ones, and that happened for me this past week. So let's talk about what y'all are struggling with and let's see if we can give any solutions, or help you with your mindset. So does anybody want to share one thing that they're struggling with right now that they want some support with?
I'll go,
Sure.
Melissa.
Okay. Cindy and Kimberly went at the same time. So Kimberly, you go first and then Cindy, you go next. Don't forget it.
I think my biggest struggle is after I sample people, getting them to order or join.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
So
how do you do that?
yeah, that's a great question. So sampling people is a great way to connect, but getting them to commit by ordering or commit by joining is a whole other transaction, right? So my suggestion is my favorite quote, and it's never let me down in the last 9 years, is the fortune is in the follow-up. And follow up can sound like inviting them to try more, or inviting them to a party, inviting them to a one-on-one, or just checking in on them. I've had the lady that came over today, I met her 5.5 years ago. It was
Yeah, that's a long
it,
time.
it was March 2019. So, I mean, a lot has happened in the last 5 years. We've had COVID. I've had a baby. You know what I mean? Like the world is just a different place. So, first, the fortune is in the follow-up. So, you have to stay in contact with who you follow. So, you need a list, or you need a spreadsheet or a journal where you keep track of, okay, I sampled Joyce on Monday, September 30th, and I'm going to check in with her next week or in a couple of days, whatever feels good for that person. Um, and when you follow up, you always ask a question that is a yes or no answer or leads to more conversation. So a question like, what'd you think about your samples is very difficult for some people because it's so open-ended. A question like, did you use your samples? That's yes or no. Did you use them or did you not? Um, did the eye gel help with the puffiness? Like ask specific questions concerning that person. Did the intense moisture cream address the dryness we talked about? Was your skin softer afterwards? Ask them a specific yes or no question when you follow up. And then my favorite follow-up question after they say, yes, I love it, or yes, it was great, or oh, yes, it's a yes and a positive response. My next question is, would you like for me to pull pricing? Because pulling pricing is looking at both options, the starter kit or retail. So would you like for me to pull pricing is a really good segue. So recap for how do you get them from sampling to saying yes to buying or joining is you have to follow up, you have to stay connected. And if they don't respond to you, because that happens, right? Um, they leave you on red, or they don't say anything, or they go, "Oh, I haven't tried it yet. I'll get back to you," but they don't get back to you. My rule of thumb is 3 attempts. If you reach out 3 times and they don't respond, you can try another method, like maybe you tried email or text message. You can try Facebook message. But after 3, I let it go. Like after 3, I just let it be what it is. And then if you do get a hold of them, ask them yes or no questions that they can respond to. And if they're a yes and a positive, then ask to pull pricing.
Right, because I see her every week, so I have
There you go.
followed up several times with her, and it's always, oh, I'm gonna go and look, but that's all I ever get. So I think
Yeah.
just let it go.
Well, I mean, it sounds like she's a fence sitter, so it sounds like she wants to, but she's just not like, she's not following through or committing. For those people, I offered to do it with them. Like, hey, do you want to grab a cup of coffee and I'll bring my laptop or my phone and or my catalog, and we can make some decisions together over coffee. Because a lot of people are overwhelmed. Like, it's just the state of life. And they have
Right.
so many good intentions. They're like, when I go home, I'm going to order. When I go to this, I'm going to order. So I had a friend one time, I sent her samples and I followed up, and she's like, I want to try them. I want to try them. I said, okay, leave them on your counter. She said, I do. They still sit there. And I said, call me, FaceTime me, and we're going to use them together. And she's like, okay, that I can commit to because I'm doing it with a buddy. So maybe this particular person needs a buddy. Maybe you guys need to get coffee, or she needs to come over, or you need to go over to her place or video call and do it together.
Okay.
Try that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Cindy, it is your turn. And you win if you remember what you wanted to talk about, because I would forget.
Because I wrote it down.
Good job.
Because I would forget. My struggle right now is I'm trying to balance this high histamine crap that I'm dealing with
Yeah.
and everything else. It is all consuming right now because if I don't eat, I'm fine.
Right.
But that's not, it's not doable.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me because I'm staying home a lot because I don't want to go out after I start eating because I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
So I haven't been out and about. I've been doing stuff on the phone. This stuff is kicking my butt. The side effects are awful, and I feel like crap 90% of the time. So I
Sure.
don't want to do anything. My sales reflect it, and I was so not happy to hear, but I was like, okay, September's not great for
It's
everybody.
been a little sleepy. I've been calling it Sleepy September.
This is the
So
first
sleepy.
time in I can't even remember how long. I haven't even hit $400.
Yeah.
And I at least get to 5,
Yeah.
but I'm
Me
just having a
too.
really hard time trying to balance everything because when you're not feeling good, you don't want to be on the computer sending emails and,
Totally.
you just want
Yeah.
to be in bed.
Yeah. So speaking from experience, I've been there. In 2019, they announced Jamaica, and I was put on bed rest. And I was like, cool, how am I gonna sell enough to earn a trip on bed rest with a toddler? Like, all of that, like my health and parenting, like it can all start stacking, right? So your health and parenting, and if you're working another job, and it all just kind of starts layering, and LeBri kind of gets brushed off to the side. My advice is you have to have a strong enough why to do what you don't feel like doing. And you can kind of trick your brain into it too. And I learned this from Atomic Habits, where if you schedule something you don't want to do before something you do want to do, you're more likely to do it. So, reaching out to 5 team members if you have a large enough team, or one team member, and just checking in on them and being like, hey, how's the month going for you? Or if you don't have a team related to customers, check in on 3 customers before I watch my favorite show or before I play a game with my husband or whatever it is that you like to do to relax, you know. Plan what you don't want to do before you have to do it, but you have to have a strong enough reason why. Otherwise, you'll do like what I do and you're like, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow." And then they're like, "Ah, it's October." That's what happened to me this month. I'm like, "How did a whole month go by?" Um, so yeah, my suggestion for low motivation is you gotta either remember your why or pick a new one, like pick a strong enough new one. So my whys over the years have been the trips, like earning enough points for the trips. I really, really, really love all-inclusive beach vacations. Like that's my number one. I want to go on vacation and do nothing. I want to read a book and be in a bathing suit and eat buffet food. Um, Not having a boss is a huge why for me. That motivates me to hit my goals. Um, Trying to think, are there any other strong whys you guys can think of? Like why to work your business that have motivated you?
Mine was for me to stay at home and hang out with the grandkids, retire Pat, which I did in February, and then everything started shifting for me. So it's been 3 surgeries, one more on the way. You know, my grandkids or my kids are having my grandkids, and it's like, oh my gosh. And then my daughter put in her notice at work, so now I'm there by myself all day, so I can't be on phone. And so
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a big shift right now. So for that to be resilient, trust me, every day it's like, I'm tired.
Yeah, my
Or you
tired is
don't,
tired.
yeah, my tired is tired. But you know what? If I can keep that in my forefront and put those post-it notes that really helped me before, because I'm visual, put the posties,
Yeah.
see my numbers. I bought myself a whiteboard for my team so I can say, all right, here you guys are super close, and I can motivate them, which is going to motivate me. So
Another thing, I really like that you said that, Debbie, and it made me think about like another thing that really motivates me to be excited is what other people get excited about, and that's the holiday line. The
mhm.
holiday, I have the new dry body oil. I got
How
it
is it?
today. It's interesting. Like, you guys want to see it?
I
I
got my
love
box. I
body
haven't
oil.
opened it yet.
I got it from the post office and I ripped it open before I even left the post office. Hold on.
Of course you did.
So do you have to, I'm shopping right now. I'm closing out a show. Do you have to get that as a consultant, right?
You have, yeah, tomorrow you can order it.
Okay.
I got it in the Luminous, excuse me, the Luminous Luxury gift set, which came with this bag.
Cute.
Yeah, and the Glam Gloss. But yeah, it looks like it's like a toner sized bottle, and it's got this spray top.
How does it smell?
Doesn't.
What?
There's no smell. So you can't even see it.
And what does it do?
Absolutely no smell. It's a
Hydration.
revive skin instantly with luxurious radiance and lightweight hydration. This illuminating, non-greasy formula absorbs quickly and is dry to the touch. Enriched with sunflower seed oil, aloe barbadensis leaf juice, vitamin E, grapeseed oil, and jojoba seed oil for a silky smooth, nourished glow. It does kind of make my skin look a little, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's really dark in here.
So it's
Shinier.
a little shimmery.
But yeah, it's like a little shinier.
Hmm.
It's not shimmery, like it's not like a glitter, anything like that. And it's dry. Like my, I don't know.
Powdery? Is it
I
like
have
is
a
it like
No,
a
body
it's not
powder?
powdery. It's
Oh.
the strangest.
So I have dry
It's
body
really
oil,
cool.
but it's fragrance. So I'm looking
There's
forward to putting this
absolutely
in, not fragrance.
no smell.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
love the fact that that has no smell because I don't want to put something on as a smell over the top of the beautiful products that I'm going to be getting in the mail here soon, like the
Right.
body butter and the body lotion and the body wash. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want that smell. So I'm so glad it doesn't have a smell because
Yeah.
most of them do.
Yeah. And Paul,
Yeah.
is this your first call, Paulette?
This is my second.
Second. Okay, that's
I
what I
signed
thought.
up. Yeah, I signed up back in August,
Okay, that's what I thought.
with Deb because I was out there, as you know, was on a mission,
Yeah.
trip kind of thing, and I just got settled in and moved in here last Tuesday. So now I am gonna be capable of making it to these and then
Cool.
really getting on. But unfortunately, like I think my 50 days is up on the 4th.
Okay.
And so I've gotten 4 samples out. I have 1 sample left to get out, but I haven't gotten anybody signed up for free. I have, I've had 1 order, which was a nice size order, but I'm struggling with what I'd like to do is set up like a video party or something with people. I'm
Yeah.
just don't really, I know how to do it because I read the, how to do it. I'm feeling a little bit nervous.
For the,
And
is that Libri Live that you're talking about?
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to do that to finish up my party because I started a party and I have an order on there. Um, and it was 171 PV. She did spend
Nice.
$207, but one of the products was like for $25. It was
Right.
one of
Yeah.
the
One of the serums.
it was Mexi.
Have you tried Libri Live shopping yet?
Nope.
I would play with it first. Do you and Debbie just do it together, it takes 2 seconds once you know how to do it. But yeah, play around with it with Debbie and then do your party.
Okay, yeah, because I
Even if
would
it's
like
like the
to.
morning before or something.
Okay. Yeah, I really just want to know how to set it up, what to do it on Facebook or Instagram. I don't know. I would like to set it up because I have people all over the country. It's not I don't even
Yeah.
have friends out here where I'm at.
So the
'Cause it's
easiest
been
thing to do, in my opinion, is to invite people personally. So either if you have their phone number, text them.
yeah,
If you make a Facebook event, you can make it to be an online event and it'll ask you to add a button and you can make the button the link to your Libri Live shopping so that when they go to
okay,
the Facebook event, they can click on the link. I
okay.
will say, not to sound discouraging, but in case you invite a bunch of people and they don't show up, that is normal because a lot of
Hmm.
people nowadays, I was complaining with a friend the other day. I'm like, the art of RSVPing has died. Like nobody
Dead,
RSVPs correctly anymore.
dead.
But what I like to do is anybody that says they're going to go, but they don't, make an appointment with them one-on-one. So if Jessica says, I'll be there, but then she's not there, message her afterwards, be like, hey, Jessica, I missed you. I still really want to show you these products. Can I call you tomorrow? And like make it quick, like make it a
Okay,
quick follow-up.
okay,
You could even do a one-on-one Libri Live with that person.
Right.
okay, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I just need to know how to set it up so that they can get on, order things or
Yep.
Mhm.
I just want to know how to do it. I've read it, but it's not the same as like, yeah,
Yeah,
talking
I
to
gotta
Deb
click around.
and
When you
then setting it up and learning because she's had to help me. I'm not a computer person. So I was raised in that generation of there was no computers in the house,
Sure. Well, it's
until
it's
after
the
I graduated from college. So, um,
it's
yeah, I'm
simple.
just struggling
It's
with that a little bit.
simple, and I think once you see it, you'll feel good about it.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
work on
cool.
that. I got
Good.
Okay.
you down. Yep.
I'm glad it's not your first call because we've definitely done a good bit of like, let's talk about our problems here so we can problem solve. But yeah,
Okay.
I think when it boils down to it, like the simplicity of Libri is talking to people about it, and however you choose to talk to them is up to you. In person, on the phone, Facebook, Instagram, email, like that part's up to you guys, but having a list of who you talk to and whether it's one-on-one or in a group, parties. The woman that came over today, I met her at a party. She was a guest of a party 5.5 years ago. So getting connected with people, sharing your phone number, sharing your Facebook, like letting people be able to get a hold of you, is really important, especially if you want to be available long term. So this lady that I met 5.5 years ago, she had my number from the get-go. I was her consultant. So make sure that people can talk to people, make sure they can get a hold of you. Like I mentioned to Kimberly, Fortune is in the follow-up, so keep track of who you're talking to and who you've sampled and when you follow up and what their excuse was. So the next time you talk to them, you can give them a solution for their excuse. And then asking people to commit. Would you like for me to pull pricing? Would you like to look at ordering? Have you ever thought about doing what I do and getting a starter kit? Stuff like that.
Okay. The second question that I had was I would like to, get on like Facebook and say, hey, I have joined LeBri and
Yep.
this is, very important to me. I want to be using all natural, aloe-based products. Blah, blah, blah. Do I do like a kind of just like a launch?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can do a
Okay.
launch. And I also, and again, not to sound like negative here or anything, if people don't comment and like it a whole bunch, that's normal. It's
Mm-hmm.
the consistency and the longevity that people pay attention to. I actually had somebody reach out to me and he said, Melissa, it was a male customer. He said, Melissa, I've been watching you share LeBri for a year, and now I see that you're actually loyal to it and it's not like a get rich quick fad thing. Now I'm ready to order from you. And I was like, wow, that
Yeah.
that is wild. So yeah, do a launch and then just keep inserting it in here and there, if you talk about your favorite face product every now and then, talk about your favorite body product every now and then, share testimonials. People will start to see like, oh, this is really important to her and it's making a difference and it's helping people and I should probably try that. So I forget what the percentage is, but a huge percentage of purchases are only made if there's reviews. So if people are seeing that other people like it, they're more likely to want to try it and buy it.
What
Okay.
I've noticed that's very helpful too is if you are posting something on your Facebook page, we do have a team chat, the Monday Mindset. You can go in there and say, hey, my post needs a little help. Could you go and support? And then
Yep.
we act as if we never heard of this stuff. And we're going to comment like, how we love this stuff or what is it? And so it kind of brings it back up to the top of your feed or people's feed because
Yeah.
people are commenting on it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
support each
So
other.
as I'm doing it, then people can comment. You guys could comment on it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, there are people that are interested in, so
Mhm.
maybe this
Right.
is worth watching."
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
You got lots of
Okay.
testimonials from us doing lives and stuff like that and doing things here when you were in Minnesota. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. So I need to post all that stuff on my page
Yep.
because
Yep.
I know that you posted it on yours. So
Mhm.
Yep, in my
okay.
story. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I tagged you, it also tags on your page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Can you say that again?
When when I posted it, I also tagged you, which then puts it on your page as well.
So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you tag people, it'll be on both of your pages. I
Mhm,
really love Facebook stories. Not
mhm.
a lot of people will just sit and scroll through stories and you'll get views that way. But
Okay.
what's even cooler is you can make a post, a regular post, and share your post to your stories. So anybody that doesn't see your post but sees your stories, they can click on it and it'll take you to your post.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that 30 minutes went
Thank
by
you.
fast, you guys.
You got support, Paulette. We'll do
Yes,
this. We'll get
we
her done.
we
Okay.
support
Thank you.
you. I had a question earlier today about the profit plan from a new consultant, and it made me think like, wow, we haven't really had a call where we just talk about the profit plan. And she had mom's got it printed out there. She asked me, she's like, do you try to reach a certain amount every month? And I was like, yes, for sure. So with it being the last day of the month, this could be goals for next month, but let me show you real quick. We're probably gonna go like two more minutes over. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, look, they upgraded these buttons. They've got like little green frames around them. So on
Mhm.
your back office, if you go to your team management, this is where all of your stats are. So your volume, your group volume, if you're working on promoting, and at the very bottom, it has this legend or this key. And if you reach 500 PV in a month, you get a credit from LeBri to go shopping with. It's a $30 credit. If you get to $1,000 PV personal volume in a month, you get a $50 cash bonus. So the credit goes away, but it's replaced with a $50 cash bonus and it's paid out on your bonus check. So we get 5 checks a month if you have volume every week. You get paid every single Friday, and then the second Friday of every month is when you get your bonus commission. So this bonus is there, or if you have a team, things like that. These are just the first 2 levels of what you can reach for. You can reach for 2,500 PV and get a $150 cash bonus. 3,500 PV, get a $400 cash bonus, and it keeps going 5,000, 7,000. Just to put it in perspective, 2,500 PV is about 10 anti-aging sets. 10 customers that buy an anti-aging set. This can happen very quickly if you fill your calendar with parties. If a party has 5 guests that purchase LeBri for the first time, hopefully they're purchasing a skincare set. If you have 5 parties a month that have 5 purchasing customers, you're gonna hit 2,500. If you do that month after month, about month 4 or 5, you're going to start getting reorders. Or those people that bought skincare are now going to want to try the body care. Because once you switch over to LeBri, you end up switching to the whole line. First, it's your skincare, your face wash, then it's your shampoo and conditioner, then it's your
Yep.
makeup, then it's your wellness products. So if a customer is buying a little bit of everything, then you can talk to them about joining. It's really hard for somebody to want to join if if they don't have enough skin in the game. The woman that came to my house today, she goes, "Oh, well, I don't know if I want to commit to $10 a month." I said, "Well, you can cancel anytime and you're getting a great deal." And she goes, "Okay, how do I do it?" Like that's all $10 is nothing. $10 is a venti coffee at Starbucks. Like it's really they just have to understand the value. So if they love it enough and want it enough, joining is a no-brainer. I mean, you guys know because you joined. But I wanted you to know that this legend existed in the team management because we should all have some personal goals in sales, and LeBri gives us these bonuses to reach for. So if you're at 400 right now, try to get one more, or sorry, 400, and you want to get to 500, put in another order or see who you can reach out to in the next couple of hours before the end of the month. If you're close to 1,000, see who you can reach out to or put in an order for yourself and get to that so you can get the bonus. Qualifying should be everyone's minimum, which is $150 in sales. When you qualify, your upline qualifies, and everybody gets the most bang for their buck. They're not leaving any money on the table. Qualified is $150 in volume. So $150 consultant order is not a full 150 because you get your 30% discount.
Hey, Melissa, I had a question.
Go ahead.
Real fast. If you do a consultant order,
Yep.
do you get volume for that?
If it's
Okay.
yes, as long as it's not consultant only items. So if you're placing a consultant order, the best way to find out, and then we'll hop off after this because I know I've kept you guys on a little bit longer.
Like if you're buying product but not samples or
Yeah, so
packaging.
if you're buying product, the best way to check is on the checkout screen, but anything in this consultant only item, you do not get volume for. Catalogs, samples, bags,
Okay.
there's no volume. So you
Okay.
go to your cart and
But you can
go-
use your $25 credit like to buy products as a consultant. I just want to make sure my new people who have
Yeah.
all given their 5 samples out can use that $25.
Yes, you can.
Because I have a lot of new people.
So when you get to this final checkout screen, there's this little tiny button right here. See how it says detailed invoice?
Yeah.
Click on detailed invoice. You want this very first number, the retail product volume, you want this to be over 150
Okay.
to get the full discount.
Okay.
If this number is under 150, you're only getting 20% off.
So you want to hit 150 to get
Yeah.
the most maximum discount, and then you can use your $25 credits.
Yep. Let me go. How do I go back to shopping?
If you use the credit, it will deduct it and then you'll put you under the 150. So you have to go over the 150, like an
okay.
extra $25 because since you're using credit, it's gonna take that off as your
To get the
volume.
most discount and use the credit. Okay.
Yep.
And
Thank
get
you.
qualified. Yep. And get qualified.
So all my new people for next month, because some of them got the kits, so they didn't buy any products.
I will say, not to confuse everyone, excuse me, but if they just use their $25 credit for samples or catalogs or whatever they want, it's less shipping if it's under 65 or 75. It's like $8 of shipping. If their order's over 150, they're going to get a better discount and they can still use their credit, but the shipping is more. So it's just like, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So
Yeah.
if they want to just use their $25 credit and then go shop on a Hostess rewards link, that might be more
Okay.
beneficial. So you see how this is over 150 now?
Yeah.
When I go to this additional discounts shows up in green.
Gotcha.
So if that
Okay, not
additional
anymore.
discounts doesn't show up in green, it's under 150.
Okay. Thank you. I have a couple people who like to shop that way.
All right, we're way over. I love you guys so much. If you need
Bye.
us at the end of the month, we're available via Messenger, and I'll see you in October.
Okay, one
Thank you,
question.
guys.
I have one quick question.
Go ahead.
If, I live over in Washington, so it's only whatever, 5:30 here, whatever, five something.
Yeah.
What time does the sign somebody up, thing end tonight?
It's gonna be 9:30, right?
My
Or
time, my
sorry,
time?
not 9:30. It's gonna be 3 hours before it's midnight Eastern. So what is that, 9 p.m.?
Okay,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
midnight Eastern, so that's 9
Give yourself
p.m.
an extra 10 minutes in case the computer's spinning or
Yeah,
don't
Okay.
ever leave it down to the last minute.
yeah.
well, yeah. I will try.
All right. Toodaloo.
I'll be here. Have a great
Okay.
night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, Melissa.
Bye.
Thanks, Debbie.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye.